Well, this is the alternative silver channel, and so it could be considered the Lady Gaga of silver channels. We do everything a little bit different here. And we're into bicycles and motorcycles and two-wheel travel because that is not the only way. Silver's not the only way to save you financially. I think the price of gas is going to go up, and we know there's a major correlation between oil and silver and gold. And especially when things start heating up. The correlation between oil and silver is not that great, but when oil and gold go way up, silver goes way, way, way up. So, but you don't want to be spending your silver on gasoline and other antiquated forms of transportation. You can get around in style. So like I said, this is a little bit like the Lady Gaga of the silver channels. We do things a little bit different here. And, so fundamentalist Christians, Muslims, and even Hasidics, beware. We're going to get into a couple tangents on here. So that's just the way it is. Silver itself is a little bit boring, so I like presenting some other angles on different things. And, I heard about, all the coins being out of stock, basically. Not all the coins, but the American Silver Eagles. They're tough to get, and the older ones they're commanding a good $5 per ounce spot price premium. So, I don't know about the separation between physical and spot, though, that occurring. I don't think that's going to occur. I think spot is going to go way the hell up. Now, me, myself, I'm a little nervous about putting in money and leverage because I don't see a clear signal, but I do feel very strong about holding on with silver and the precious metals and platinum and palladium and oil. Actually, I'm still a little bit in leverage on oil and agriculture. So if that plays out, I'll dump it for plain old fiat. But, today actually things are looking pretty heated up again for the metals. And it looks like platinum and gold are running neck and neck, pretty much exactly even again. For a while, platinum was a little bit ahead of gold, but hey, it's a radical market. And oil is up above $96. Now, that's going to be a tough mark to get past 100, but I bet you it does. Because the quantitative easing is not just going on in the United States, it's going on in Japan. And the economies are looking like crap, and even if numbers come out that look like the industries are down, they're going to answer that with more QE. Because remember that Bernanke's remarks were all predicated upon, ending QE, his supposed tentative plan to end QE. His remarks were predicated upon 6.5% unemployment and 2.5% inflation or below. So if the economy's looking like crap, guess what? And Goldman's call for like a stellar economy in the future, that's BS, and it's a misinformation. Now, I want to point out, here's a chart on platinum. It is all over the place. This is going back for just all the way to the beginning of the year practically of 2012. Now, I just want to point out that it's been a radical ride. I got this around, electronically around 1600, right around there. So now I'm up again. So, it was coming back down. I figured, I don't know how far it's going to go down. It did go all the way down to like here, It dropped like a stone. Dropped below. I'm beginning to wonder if this stupid chart is right. I don't remember it going down this low. This is off of Net Danny, but I'm kind of wondering. Something don't look right with this. This chart doesn't look right to me. I don't think it actually got down this low, but maybe it did. I thought it got down to like a little bit below 1500, but I didn't remember it getting it down this low. But actually, if you picked it up here, God, you could have made a stellar move. But I expect gold to be over 2,000, and I expect platinum to be way over 2,000. So the next time I see gold move up and they're pumping more and more into QE, platinum's going to look good too. There's not much of it around. There's a major shortage on it, and palladium too. I think palladium is probably, this is a platinum chart, but I think palladium actually is going to be the big winner. The problem is with that damn stuff is that, like everybody knows, it's not been used historically for money, like for thousands of years. That's the real problem with the stuff. So I would definitely be heavier into silver than palladium, but I'm speculating on palladium. I just have it as a long-term hold, and I think it's going to play out. So far, where I bought it, it's playing out like crazy. So, it's down a little bit from the height, but I expect it to be over $1,000 again. So I just want to point out something else with the bicycles. You can really ride cheaply on a bicycle, because I'm expecting when silver gets up to like triple digits, gasoline is going to be $8 a gallon. Okay? I think that Lindsey Williams prediction is going to be right, except he's off by years. So kind of like that. Really, his predictions kind of stink in some ways, but I guess I really don't need that guy to tell me what the writing is on the wall, because it's not so much the abundance of crude oil. It's going to be Middle East tensions, and it's also going to be inflationary pressures, because the U.S. is not the only one doing QE. Japan's doing super QE also. So if you want to ride a bike, and you're a lady, you want to look chic, you can wear high heels, and his dress works just like a great mud flap. It's black, easily washed by hand, and you still look cool. So that's a way to save a couple bucks. And like I said, I've been riding bikes and motorcycles for decades. I used to be in love with the two wheels, and it's one of the best forms of transportation out there. So I know some people have been listening to me. They've actually been buying some bikes and bicycles, and in lieu of buying, adding another roll of coins, for silver coins, because one of the things I think that people have a problem with, it's almost like the stigma. That's the stigma that you even have with silver. What are you to do with that? Why do you have that? What's that? You look at the coins like, duh. It's almost like they look down on it, and it's the same thing. They look with motorcycles, bicycles, but you know what? The practicality is there. The value is there. Actually, if you buy a bicycle like this, how long can you have it for? If you buy a quality bike, forever. You only change some of the components. So look at what that's going to actually save you over years and years and years. Quite a bit, quite a bit. You'll get your money returned pretty easily, like when you make some short trips versus taking a car at $8 a gallon. I mean, yeah, you can't use it all the time, but hey, just another way to save money. Just another way to save money. And you can look super chic, if you're out there and you have your, your black dress on. And it works as a great mud flap, so, in the weather. There's other ways around it. You don't have to look like a bicyclist with that weird stuff. You can really be stylish. And, the whole deal is to be looking cool. Now, this Lady Gaga type bicycle rider here, she could be she could be attired with a silver chain belt, silver chain with coin belt. That would look really slick with the anklets and stuff like that. Put some around here with some LED lights on the back rack. Hey, silver could be more interesting than what it really is. I'm thinking about making a cat collar for Putin. So, maybe we'll have a silver cat collar with some like little dimes on it, and stuff like that, and have them plated in gold. Look pretty cool. So, silver's got a, I think this is really the way to sell silver too, because, something else I was pointing out before with the argentium silver, which is like it has like an additive in it. It's actually sterling, but it never ever rusts. Hey, talk about getting an ounce of silver into the hands of people. You could be selling argentium rings, chains, belly rings, belly chains, anklets, and stuff like that. And it looks better than anything out there. And it never rusts. It looks just as good as any white gold. It never tarnishes, unlike the rest of the sterling silver. So I'm surprised the rest of this, the real silver sharks on the top, they can move stuff. I'm surprised they're not pushing that stuff instead of just boring coins. Because, we can make silver to like a really exotic fashion statement. I mean, there could be anodized coins out there with silver. They could be in pink, blue, purple, yellow, green, whatever color you want. And, the anodization only has to cost you like $1 over spot. It doesn't have to be anything really super expensive. I know when they colorize coin, they try to charge double for the damn thing. But, if I was a plain old bullion dealer, I'd be playing other games. And I'd be moving silver as a novelty left and right on many different products and many different fronts. I don't have the capability to that, but if I was pushing this metal left and right, I wouldn't be showing a bunch of graphs. I'd be showing a lot of hot chicks wearing belly chains made out of argentium silver. And if it contains 2 ounces of silver and it wraps around your waist a couple times, that's the coolest, chicest thing to have. And just what? Every lady in the world would want that. And guess what? You just sold 1 billion ounces right there. And you just took the supply right off the market. More than Eric Sprott would do, right? So I call this thinking outside the box. And that's what Lady Gaga does. I mean, she doesn't go out there on stage and sing in a burlap bag, right? She sews some skin, she dances around, and she sells her wares, right? So I like doing the same damn thing. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll be on XTube someday. Who knows? That'd be kind of fun. Anyway, bye. Talk to you later.